To also get to a story that we've been covering yesterday. Of course, Jim, you and I spent a decent amount of time on it, and it continues to be fascinating because we don't have a lot of answers yet. And I'm talking, of course, about the potential, well, I won't call it a sale any longer, the trusted technology partnership that apparently is at least still being worked on between Oracle, or a group led by Oracle, and TikTok's owner, ByteDance. We've heard, of course, the Treasury and CFIUS will review the deal as at least we understand it at this point. But, of course, there's still a lot we don't understand. It's not as though we've gotten a press release outlining what the deal parameters are, what the potential consideration that Oracle is actually paying to ByteDance, to TikTok's owner ByteDance, is for some sort of ownership position in that U.S. business. In some ways, you could view it almost as Oracle paying for a web hosting opportunity. Right? They bring them to their cloud. We talked a lot about it yesterday. Maybe a real positive for ByteDance and its owners, given that all along we had been under the assumption that they would be forced to actually sell the business and do so at a significant discount to its real value, given it was a forced sale. But that no longer seems to be the operative way that we're thinking about this, because it appears much more likely that Oracle is getting some sort of a web hosting deal for which it's paying something, will have some sort of ownership stake, will perhaps also include a roll-in of some of ByteDance's owners as well. But, Jim, we also don't know what ByteDance will actually own. Those of us who are going off the executive order from the president back on August 14th assumed that they had to sell the business. That's what it kind of said. Although when you do listen to Secretary of the Treasury Mnuchin and his comments, guys, you'll see there's a lot of nuance there in terms of national security concerns, where he never fully says it has to actually be fully purchased. Take a listen to some of the comments we've heard from Secretary Mnuchin, who's been so instrumental in this, given he, of course, oversees CFIUS as well, which does the National Security Review.
The president made perfectly clear it's not going to continue to exist in this format. And to the extent there's an appropriate U.S. buyer that can get us comfortable with the security issues going forward, that deal will be approved. If not, the president's given a deadline and it'll be shut down.
You know, David.
Jim, I don't know what you, I don't know what you made of Kushner's comments with Squawk Box this morning.
I think there's a deal maybe as soon as today. I think that the CFIUS review is almost complete. They like Oracle. They don't feel that Oracle has any ties, or that Safra Catz has explained, look, we're an American company. I think they're going to get all of TikTok worldwide. They're going to hire 25,000 people in America. They do only want a list. Apparently, Secretary Mnuchin is very happy that they're about the security concerns. Safra Catz has spent the whole time negotiating this, saying, listen, we are the ones. Oracle is saying, listen, she's saying, we're ready. We have a gigantic cloud presence. We're already doing a lot in advertising. David, this is going to be today, maybe tomorrow, but maybe later today. 55 million users, 79 minutes a day for those 55, 100 million per month.
Yeah.
And it is just a prized asset. And I know that Safra said
we know the metrics.
We're the ones.
We know the metrics, but Jim, they're just getting They're getting somebody to host on their cloud, right?
Well,
that's what the main part of it is for Oracle.
I think that the answer to that is what's the matter with it? I mean, in Microsoft, it would be embedded in Microsoft. The reason why I think the deal is going to be done, David, is exactly why you say. Because Oracle is a trusted company in the White House. But, David, you're right. I mean, it's not going to be that Oracle owns it. It's going to be that it's going to be owned by these PE firms, some of it Oracle, and that's why I think the deal is going to be approved. That's why apparently, David, the Pompeos and, yes, the Navarros have checked off on it.